Hello every Hello everyone. Today I will explain you Arthur Rimbaud's poem Asleep in the Valley. But before it, I will tell you about the poet in brief. Rimbaud's full name was Jean Nicolas Arthur Rimbaud. The poet was born on 20th October 1854 in France. He started writing poetry even before he reached his teens. His major works include To Music, Evening Prayer, etc. At the age of 16, he wrote the poem Asleep in the Valley. Let's proceed to the poem now. Asleep in the Valley. The Asleep in the Valley, originally written in French, titled Les Dormeurs du Val. It was included in the poet's collection of poetry called Poesis. The poem is written in Italian sonnet, consists of 14 lines. The first half of is called octave and the second half is called sestet. The poet explores the inherent futility of war. The poem begins with a small green valley where a slow stream flows. It starts with an idyllic description of nature. The first stanza describes a green valley lit up with silvery stream by the sun rays. A small green valley where a slow stream flows and leaves long strands of silver on the bright grass. Going to the next line, we can see from the mountain top of stream the sun rays they fill the hollow full of light. Here the poet says that the rays of the sun flows like a stream from the top of the mountain. As we know that sun is the source of life and energy. Here the sun is also personified as the sun is the source of life and energy. Its rays fill up the valley with light. In the next line, he wrote, a soldier, very young, lies open mouthed, a pillow made of fern beneath his head, asleep. In the next stanza, that is the sestet, he draws our attention to the lone sleeper in the valley. A very young soldier lies in the valley. His mouth is open. The fern, that is the grass, plays the role of a pillow which lies under his head. Proceeding to the next line, we can see stretch in the heavy undergrowth, pale in his warm green sun-soaked bed. Here, the poet made us notice that the soldier's paleness, which is in contrast to the warmth the sun has given to his bed, the soft undergrowth of the plants and bushes is like a soft bed. The word undergrowth refers to bushes. Sun rays warm up the pale body of the soldier. Here, the word pale refers to the body of the soldier, which is discolored now. It is little surprising to us that though the soldier is claimed as young, but his body is described as pale. In the ninth and the 10th line of the poem, the poet wrote, his feet among the flowers he sleeps, He smiles is like an infant's gentle without guilt. Here, the flowers around his stretched feet also add to the visual charm of the scene. For a moment, the poet imagines that the young soldier who is sleeping with a smile on his face was as innocent as that of a child. In the 11th and the 12th lines of the poem, we see, "Ah, nature, keep him warm. He may catch cold. The humming insects don't disturb his rest." The poet appeals to nature to keep the sleeper warm and preserve the peace around him. Here, the nature is personified. The humming sound of the insect do not disturb his sleep. In the last two lines of the poem, the poet wrote, "He sleeps in sunlight, and one hand on his breast at peace. In his side there are two red holes." Having completed the picture of the sleeper peacefully sleeping with a hand on his breast, but in his body there are two prominent red holes, that reveals that the soldier has been killed in a war. The very last line of the poem brings the futility of war. The red holes indicate the shot of bullet, and the young soldier is lying dead. The sun, which is also a source of life and energy, cannot restore life to the dead soldier. In this way, we can see that war brings nothing but to the end of life and to the world. So this is your poem, and we came to the end of our poem. Hope you all understood the poem. We'll come with in next chapter soon. Thank you.